You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and be sure to smash that like button. Yes, we are full swing into college baseball season. However, on Saturday, your Fighting Tigers of LSU hit the field on the Ponderosa for the first time in spring of 2025. That's right, a team with outsized expectations, playoff expectations. Garrett Nussmeier returning for his 5th season in Baton Rouge, the #1 transfer portal class in the country. A new defensive line coach in Kyle Williams. LSU hits the practice field on Saturday, and this will be the first step or steps toward what we all hope will be a playoff run and potentially a championship season for LSU. So you know I have things that I am looking for and things that we will be tracking throughout all of spring. Now, for the record, there is no media availability on Saturday. We don't get our first look at the team at practice until next week. That's when Brian Kelly will speak as well, not until the middle of next week. But as we push off from the dock here, let's set a baseline of things I'm looking for that will track throughout spring practice. Hit it, Muse. All right. Here's what we're watching. If we had voice, well, it would actually be Amanda, voice woman. We'd be like, you do it, Muse. You be Amanda.
Okay.
You be the girl.
All right, hold on. Let me get in. Here's what we're watching in LSU spring football. That's the best I got.
That was terrible.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't even try.
I mean, I kind of had our cadence there.
You didn't even try.
Well, you give it a go.
Here's what we're watching in LSU spring football.
Her voice isn't that deep.
I like it when she goes into the lower registrar.
Yeah.
Offensive line battles. This should lead anybody's list who knows anything about this team. Will Campbell started 38 career games. Garrett Dellinger played in 41 career games. Miles Frazier played in 54 career games. Emory Jones, 38 career games. That's a combined 171 games of experience all out the door. The only returning starter is DJ Chester, and he ain't even going to play center. You brought in 2 transfers, Braylon Moore, Josh Thompson. Moore is going to be your center. Thompson, they love it if he slots in at guard, but that is really contingent on somebody winning those tackle jobs. So, Tyree Adams, where you at? Weston Davis, Bo Bordelon, DJ Chester, Paul Mabenga, Cohen Eccles. You got a couple of 5-star freshmen coming in as well. That's 8 different players vying for 3 jobs. How does that sort itself out? I don't think they're going to lock into a starting 5, but when the first offense goes out there in fall camp, they got to be 5 guys. You're going to figure out who those first 5 are for the first day of fall during this spring practice. This would be a massive step toward figuring that out. Cornerback. In 2024, Zy Alexander was your second highest rated defensive player behind only Braden Swinson. 81.2 was his overall defensive grade from PFF. Ashton Stamps returns. His PFF grade was 69.7. Not bad, but not near what your second best player defensively was. PJ Woodland as a freshman, a 61.3 grade. You got some bodies back. What you don't have are true lockdown #1 corners back. Enter DJ Pickett, 5-star freshman #1 corner in the country. He was here for bowl practice. Enter Jakeem Jackson, a former 5-star, the #3 cornerback in the country who spent the last 2 injury-plagued seasons at Florida, recruited there by Corey Raymond. Now he's on campus. Oh, by the way, where does Mansour Delane play? Virginia Tech transfer who last year played 617 snaps at cornerback, 65 snaps in the box, and 16 in the slot. He played as a boundary corner at Virginia Tech. Well, what if Ashton Stamps and DJ Pickett or Jakeem Jackson lock down jobs? Do we see Mansour Delane go play safety at LSU? Don't know, but this spring is going to be pretty telling as to how that's going to start to figure itself out, especially since DJ Pickett was already here for the bowl practices and Zy Alexander's off to the NFL. And since I gave you an offense and a defense, how about a special team? You got a punter. Remember last year, after the spring game, Brian Kelly, in the press conference after the spring game, called out Peyton Todd. Said, we really wish he would have taken hold of this job in spring. Didn't happen. So what did they do? They went into the portal and signed Blake Oxendorf in from Louisiana Tech. Neither guy was consistent. Neither guy was good. So what did you do? You went back into the portal and you got Grant Chadwick in from Middle Tennessee. Now, you'll have another competition this year. You got a punter, or are you going to be back in the portal after spring just like you were a year ago? Storylines abound for this LSU football team as they begin their 15 spring practices on Saturday out on the Ponderosa. Those are three things I'll be keeping an eye on over those 15 practices, and we'll be talking about it right here on AFR.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.